this time of year, what I'm looking for is docks that have deep water access. That way those fish have safety. They can move up on the docks, they can feed, live around there. When it gets rough, they'll just go out to deep water. So that's what I'm looking for right now.
Okay. Water definitely looks up. Deep water close by. There's a brush pile. All of these questions, the mysteries that lie below the water, that's what makes us anglers and fishermen. Try to get it up in the cranny here. Ooh, that was a cast. I've actually got 12 on here, not 15. That is scary, but I can cast it really well. More likely to get bites. I do see some bait fish swimming around these docks. Just pick up a square here. Throw it down this bank for a minute. Got him. It's got to be yellows. They're just nibbling. These are delicious. This is actually in the perch family. Boy, big bass like to eat them too. If you're not really careful, they have these really, really sharp gill plates. They're definitely biting. They're definitely fired up and biting the yellow bass. This is not going to give you the most exciting fight. It's not what I'm here for, but try to figure out what is going on with all the different species. And a lot of times what I find is if I find white bass, if I find crappie, if I find whatever, those fish that are eating bait, you'll end up finding out a lot about the bass too, or maybe end up being in the same exact area. So, you know, just knocking the dust off here, getting, oh my gosh, they're just cremating this thing now. It's like they're not even letting it get down there. Oh, there's one. Oh, what in the world? Wow, swimming a jig out from under a dock, giant white bass that is like sunburned on top comes and grabs it. What can I say, guys? Those things, they love me. They want to get in the boat with me. So far we've got yellow bass and white bass. That means we've got a lot of shad eaters in the area. I honestly thought that was going to be a spotted bass. That's normally what happens with spots. You'll fish a finesse jig, fish it on the bottom, then you'll go to start reeling it in, and they just chase it, and that's how you know they're kind of suspending. But that was a sure enough large white bass. I've got the Panoptix faced at the dock, and you can see all the poles, and you can see a few fish that are only like 5 feet down, suspended in there. Oh, we don't have to do it. Sorry, y'all. It's just I can't resist. I'm not gonna keep you today, at least for now. I just saw this group of crappie on my Panoptix, and I never leave home without my crappie jigs. Got him. Come here, big and just slurping it. There we go. There we go. Finally. Oh, buddy. Oh, there's a green one. Trust me, you don't want to flop around on there too long. It's already burned my feet. And that is on a shallow dock. Much shallower than these others. Just had one eat it right there. Little one. On the swim in. I think I might switch to a crankbait or moving bait. There, come here. Oh, little one. Same exact spot as that last bite that I got. It's right on the backside of the current of these docks. It's like right there in that current where that pocket where the current's coming through. Okay, I'm gonna try an open water dock edge for a minute. I'm gonna break out this little underspin. Okay, nothing suspended under the docks there.
Woo! Time for a little switcheroo, y'all. I just came up the river. This lake is it's got like an open area in the southern end of the lake, and then it starts turning into a river. So I've tried to like go up around the mid lake. Like up here, there's reeds, the water's more dirty, it's gonna be more shallow, but I'm still gonna fish around the docks, but just a little different look, you know? I wanna make sure I'm not missing out on some juicies.
Chopper coming through. Please point out the bass coordinates, please. Send them down my way. 10-4. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's a big one. Oh my gosh. Come here, buddy. Oh my God, that's a big bass. Oh my gosh, 12-pound line. Oh my God, it's a giant. It is a giant up there, shallow. Oh gosh. Get away from this dock. Get away from the dock, dude. No. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting to catch one like that. That's a hog jammer there. Oh. Come here, sir. That was up there in 3 or 4 feet of water. There's no boat flipping this one. I'm gonna have to come from the side here. Come here, dude. Oh yeah. Fish was stuck nicely in the side of the mouth. There we go. I'm gonna put him in the well just for a second, get him recuperated.
I like when their body just takes up most of the live well. It's always a nice sign. That's a solid 4-pounder or so. Really good fish.
This big old deep live well. Come here, baby. Oh, digging around. It's like bobbing for Mondo's. Got her. What a toad-tastic butterbean. Let you go. Back to your dock. Oh, it's got a little dorsal fin missing right there. Slow swim off. So still using that same jig, I'll just literally move to a different part of the lake and just cracked a good one. It was kind of a weird bite, like the way it was running with it. I knew it was something, but I wasn't sure it was gonna be a big bass, so I just kind of leaned on it, and that little tiny hook, that little sharp hook, you know, this isn't like a flipping style hook, it just goes right in their mouth. And I like to fish a shorter rod when I'm dock fishing, and that is one of the reasons why. Because if you're pitching up close, you got a 7/6 heavy rod, and you just pop them with that, a lot of times you'll break them off, especially if you're throwing like 15. I've broken off 20 plenty of times. So I actually downsized my dock rods like 5 or 6 years ago, and I started breaking off a lot less fish, and I can get it into targets a lot better. So if you're throwing a shorter rod, you just have more accuracy, and for me the perfect one is like 7 to 7.2, just somewhere around there. I've got really good accuracy, still enough leverage, and I throw a medium heavy. You know, I don't even throw a heavy, especially if I'm throwing 12-pound line like I am right here. This is a finesse jig setup I had more for like highland reservoirs when I was fishing broken bow and whatnot. So as long as you don't pop them hard and they don't run up under the dock into something nasty, you can get them. But I kind of got lucky right there, because the fish, it went on a pole, but it was a smooth pole, as you can see right here. It's not like all rusted out. So it made contact with the pole and then came back around, and I just kept just enough pressure where it swam out, and then that's when I really started cranking on it, got it in. You guys ever take a moment to enjoy a nice big pecan log? Well, I'm gonna do that. At least eat a bite of it. Look at the inside of that thing. Boy, that is a boat snack and a half right there. I like that. All right, little shade zone, boat ramp, rocks. Oh, come on. A little juicy in the juicies right here. Oh, there's one. Go. Come here. Oh, no hook set. No hook set. Don't get around that pole. Hardly a hook set. Ah! Get around there. 12-pound line. This is not good. There he goes. There's that one I was looking for. Just a nice twofer. You know what I'm saying? Just a nice twoski. Oh, apologize. Apologize for the face connection right there on the boat. Woo! Look at that hook, y'all. How it's just gonna think. He probably worked that hole in his mouth right there when he got around that pole and was really pulling hard. Look, his tail's still bleeding. Still a bloody tail. So I had my drag set really loose. I was trying to catch up to that fish, but that's a nice, you know, 2.5 pound fish. Good fish on the juicy in little pockets. These fish are shallow, man, shallow. You know, I mentioned this in a video the other day about the fish's mouths, but the water's like mid 80s, or it's just over 80 right now. And that water starts to get, you know, high 70s into the 80s, and their mouths become pretty loose. Just having this little juicy jig with a small hook, you don't put as big of a hole in their mouth, so they have less of a chance to get off. Whereas like if you were throwing a flipping jig with a stouter hook, you're putting a bigger hole in their mouth, and then they have more of a chance to escape on you. Oh, dude, that thing just took my trailer. Oh my gosh. Let's see if it's square bill bang one up here. Oh God, I just had something there. Could have been a gill. All this bait is just shallow. Never fished here before, but it seems like it is a shallow bite. But we got to get that finesse jig back in the game here. We'll grab one of these little trailers again. This little cream plastic, whatever it is, it's not a bad little trailer. Y'all, that was it. There has got to be one on this corner somewhere. It's got like a little, there's a little bite there, bluegill. It's got a little corner nook on the other side that looks outstanding. Oh God, good golly, you hit it on the way down. Suspended. Oh man, what did I came over some fish right there. Oh dude. Fish was suspended and hit the finesse jigs while it was sinking. Got him. Got him. He was sinking. Hit it on the sink. It's a good one. Get away from this dock. Get away from this dock. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a big one. Oh my gosh, I think this is the same fish that hit me and then it came back. Suspended, hit it on the way down. Oh my gosh, freaking Bertha. Yes. God, I love fishing jigs. You can catch them suspended on the bottom. It's the best utility bait of all time. God, freaking perfect hook set again. Y'all, look at that chunker right there. That one's upper fours. Upper fours, just look right there. That's all you gotta do. Just poink, poink. It just comes right out. And once I poked him, it was open water. He swam out the right way. Whew, what a freaking fatty. A little torn up from the spawn, but been eating up good on bluegill. We'll put him in the well for just a second. That technique right there, I've caught a lot of fish on, and actually in the 2007 Collegiate Bass Championship, the Boat US one, that I competed in and won with my partner, this was the technique that I was using. I was throwing a finesse jig with a little trailer like this on poles like that, letting it sink down, and we were in like 30-40 feet of water, and right there I was in 17, but the fish hit it in like 5 or 6. And if you use a trailer like a grub trailer or a little craw trailer, it'll sink a little slower, and they'll think it's a bluegill while it's sinking on the way down, suspended right on those posts, and then you dude, that was so cool. Just a nice fish for a lake I've never been to. That's a nice chunky fish, you know. Let's see ya. Get back on that dock. Eat those gills. Ooh, angry. I like when they give me a little sass. Just good stuff, man. And catching them on a jig. Come on now. You gotta smash it, y'all. I love fishing jigs. I know some of y'all are intimidated on jigs. Because I hear that in comments. I hear that just in conversations. You know, a lot of people just go to the Texas rig, which is fine. You do you with the Texas rig, but I'm just telling you, the jigs, they'll bump up your Mondo game just a hair. And I just like the simplicity of them, you know? You don't have your weight sliding around or anything. It's all connected right there. Wha-bam. Oh my gosh, had one on. Got him. Are these largies just chilling on there, on that pole? That was on a crappie jig, mind you. They are in there. It's going down the hatch. Got it. Oh, those are what's going on. Okay. A lot of folks stop at the bass. They're satisfied. I like to catch the bass, but I like the other ones too. The other ones deserve some attention, especially the tastier ones, I think. Here we go. That's like a spotted bass or bluegill that has it. That's a bass. A largemouth bass, just not a big one. I felt him doing that same thing with the trailer. I just let him hang on to it. Little guy. Little guy. Oh, see ya. Bye. Before we go any further, before I catch one of my last few fish through here, it's getting hot. If you're going to use under 15-pound fluorocarbon on something, jig, whatever, sometimes I do it on my crankbait, especially when I'm going down to like 8-pound test. I'm going to show you guys a knot I haven't shown on this channel for a really long time, and it's a double San Diego jam. It's either double San Diego jam or double Eugene bend. What I'm about to show you is just a really good knot for fluorocarbon. Just that's all you got to remember. It doubles over what I typically tie, which is just a uni knot. Tell you what, we're gonna take a little bit more line off because we got wrapped around some stuff. When you go to retie, don't just retie the end. Check your whole line. Like I like to take off a whole rod's length worth of line. Clip that off, throw it in our trash can. And the scissors are actually key. We're gonna use the scissors. So hang on to those. On the double Eugene bend, you're gonna go through, let's get in here close. You're gonna go through, pull about a foot and a half of line, maybe a little more. Go back through, just like you would at the start of a Palomar. Take your scissors, hang them for a little extra weight on your lure. Don't drop them in the water. Okay, then you're gonna come up here, you're gonna wrap that around, you're holding all 4 lines right here at the top. Then you're gonna take this loop in where my index finger is, and you're just gonna wrap around. I use the scissors because it just helps keep things in place with that extra weight. You go around there 4 times, then you take this loop, you come up through this loop right here. Then what I like to do is take my teeth, since I'm kind of out of hands, and I'll just pull that, just like that, until it starts to get tight. I'll wet it, pull it down, and then I'll take that extra loop. You really use a lot of your fingers here, and then just pull all of them. There you go. And then you're going to end up with 3 tag ends. Make sure you don't cut your main line. So you got your loop, cut that off. Then you got your one little tag in there, cut that off. And now you have the strength. You have like almost 100% strength on that knot, and there's no crimping whatsoever. I'll get a tight shot of that so you guys can see it, but it doesn't work as well with higher diameter lines because you've got a big bulky knot up in front. But when you have, 8, 10, 12 pound line, it's definitely not as bulky, and it's just stronger. So if you want a little bit more oomph, a little bit more clinch on there, double Eugene bend, San Diego jam, whatever you want to call it. Don't know the exact term, but just know it holds them very much tightly. Thinking one more. And then it's time to go cool down. Whew. Up in the cranny. Oh, I think one just grabbed it right there. Oh, sure did. That was a good hit too. How did he escape? I'm really not sure. I don't know how that fish got off. He didn't take my trailer. He was just swimming with it. Okay, this one's got it. Yep, that one's got it. A little guy. God, I barely set it and still a big old hole in its mouth, y'all. You see that? Big hole. Luckily I double clutched him. But maybe that's why that other one I had got off, because he was just tiny. Got a tiny mouth. Oh, are you gonna do it? You gonna do it? One last cast. Try to thread the needle here. Oh my, that was a dandy. Sometimes those ace casts don't end up with anything, and then you just, you know, get a backlash and then you catch them. That's sometimes how it works. Fish Freaks, I'm gonna end it. First time coming out here, learned a lot. I like the lake, a lot of shallow fishing, and I'll definitely be back. I think it's a pretty cool body of water and a lot more of this shallow stuff to explore. You know, it's just like so daunting. I'm at the point right now where I need to go explore more, but it's gonna take me a lot more time to find some more juicy stuff like this last stretch that I went through. Fish Freaks, never leave home without your jigs. And if you want to pick up some juicies, I'll leave a link down below. The little juicies, the juicies. I want to thank Mystery Tackle Box again for sponsoring today's video as well. Longtime partner, love working with Mystery Tackle Box, Catch Go, the whole team. Good guys. They're actually coming down soon. We're working on more rods, more stuff for y'all. So thank you for tuning in today. If you want to stay tuned for more action like this, go ahead and subscribe. And I'm thinking about doing a like whole day experience. You know, today I'm obviously editing and everything, but I'm thinking about just doing a live stream one of these days where you get to see every single thing that I'm doing, every single decision, failure, success, hopefully. So let me know in the comments if that's something that you would be interested in. I've never done anything like that. Obviously it'd have to be somewhere like here where I'm still kind of in the city and have some service, but been tossing the idea around. Until the next adventure, I'm wishing you the best in all of your dangles. God bless you. See you soon.